Title: Chemical Clash. Vermont Schools vs. Mega-Corp Monsanto, a toxic tango. TLDR. An explosive saga unfolds as 90-plus Vermont school districts show Monsanto the courthouse door over toxic contamination. Vermont, trailblazing as always, required older schools to test for PCB chemicals, the kind of stuff that makes scientists sweat. The results? Contamination. And who's on the hook for this toxic mess? Monsanto, that's who. This could make school fundraisers look like chump change. We're talking serious bucks to clean this up. Once upon a time in the green pastures of Vermont, things got a little less green and a lot more toxic. It seems Vermont's innocent school buildings have been harboring some not-so-friendly tenants, PCB chemicals. These bad boys were shown the exit in 1979 by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency because, well, they kinda have a reputation for causing cancer. In a world where better safe than sorry has taken a backseat, Vermont stood tall. In 2022, they took the lead, becoming the first state to mandate older schools test their indoor air for polychlorinated biphenyls. These silent invaders were the go-to ingredients in building materials and electrical equipment pre-1980. Guess who was making PCBs back then? None other than chemical giant Monsanto, a name you might have heard about, a few times before. Cue to now, where over 90 school districts have filed a complaint against Monsanto. And it's not for a lunch money dispute, but to recover costs and damages. Because guess what? Schools with high contamination levels are now legally required to reduce exposure. This isn't exactly a quick trip to the janitor's closet. To say goodbye to PCBs, schools might have to wave goodbye to whole buildings. Talk about an expensive breakup. So how much are we talking about here? Well, no one's dropping exact numbers yet, but let's just say it's enough to make a school superintendent break into a cold sweat. Let's pause for a moment. What if it was your school? Your kids? Your health on the line? So, here's the real question. Should big corporations like Monsanto be held accountable for their past actions, even after they've stopped producing the harmful substances? Or should we all collectively bear the burden, despite not having a say in its creation? It's your call, folks. What's your take on this toxic tango?